Hello and welcome to another update video about ICP. Finally, after months of sideways consolidation, we are finally seeing the market move towards this wave 2, wave B support area in yellow that we've been talking about. I have taken the alternative larger B wave off the chart. You might remember I had this it was highlighted in purple as an alternative wave count for a larger B wave. Taken that off the chart, I mean, that wouldn't have really changed much. It would have just delayed the sell-off. We now take the direct route, which is preferred, I think, because at least we get things done. We've been highlighting this yellow support zone on this channel now for several months, and we're finally getting there. The only thing is, I'm not very much, there's not a very clear micro count here, but that's often the case with these altcoins. But what we can identify is a possible A wave down in white, which bottomed on the 13th of April. A B wave rally, it was in 3 waves. You might remember that from previous videos. I highlighted to you that I'm not in favor of a direct breakout, a sustained breakout from here to the upside, because the rally was only in 3 waves. We're now coming down. So by the way, if you're not so familiar with Elliott wave, to consider that a rally is sustainable, it's also a question of context, but a 3-wave rally, if you have a 3-wave rally, you normally don't assume it is going to continue like that. Everything is possible, but it's all about probabilities here. So we're now coming down towards that yellow support area, which is great because this is essentially what I try to prepare everybody for. And it could be another opportunity when the market comes down a little bit lower, from a reward to risk point of view especially. Now, I don't see a low in place yet. So we might not be far off, however. We might not be far off. So the idea is that this is an A wave down, a B wave up, and we're now in the C wave. Now, the first thing that I normally do is to calculate the 100% extension level of the A wave. That gives us an ideal target for the C wave. And that points towards $8.54. It can always go lower. The next levels below that are $7.32, $6.66, and $5.70. Ideally, somewhere in this wide range, we are going to see a reversal. The overall support area in yellow is just a standard support for wave 2 or wave B. But based on the internal structures, we can watch the area between $8.54 and $5.71. So looking at the microstructure, I think it looks as if we are moving down in an ending diagonal, so that this C wave is an ending diagonal. And we completed waves 1 and 2 already. We're now in the 3rd wave. Next micro support levels are $9.62 or Fibonacci support and $8.54. When can we say that a low is in? Well, earliest indication is probably, I'd say, a break above this trend line. We have, you could say, 3 touch points here. There was a bit of a break, but a fake out. But yeah, we have a trend line here, so pay attention to that trend line. If we get above that trend line, there might be an indication that indeed a low has formed. And in addition to that, a break above the last swing high might help as well. If we do that, though, we already break above the trend line as well. And that last swing high is at $11.55. Until something like that happens, expectations are for the price to at least get to $9.62. We are already very close. But possibly better would be a move down to $9.62. To $8.54, because that's the 100% extension of the A wave. It just represents an ideal target for the C wave. That's naturally what I would expect until the market tells me something different. So we're currently on a certain route, and as long as the market follows that roadmap and that route, expectations are for it to continue, because it is the ideal roadmap based on the data I have right now. Oftentimes you see a reaction to these Fib levels, so pay attention to that. But essentially, for a good confirmation we've bottomed, we want to see a 5-wave move above at least that last swing high, better above the trend line, and then we have more levels to take out overhead. For example, here, $13.85, and then a very important one is this B wave high at $16.40. And overall, yeah, this move down looks corrective. We've literally only just now started to roll over, but it's obviously been very, very much a test of patience so far. So not really any major changes from the last videos, but at least we start to get some movement into that direction of the support area. Deep pullbacks are good. They are healthy. I mean, obviously only if support holds, but just sideways consolidations can sometimes make it more difficult to interpret a chart. So I'm quite happy with that development. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.